Good morning, friends and fellow farmers. Gus's birthday. Do 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 do. Alright, kids, it's Gus's birthday. Pelt him with oranges again today. Sorry if I smell. I was sweating in the heat all night. Just change. Have a shower. I guess this promise we don't have a bathroom. Dear James, I was conducting a field study the other day and I found this specimen. I hope you find it as interesting as I did. Demetrius. Thank you, Demetrius. Kitty. There we go. So, here's the thing, cat. We need to go see Clint. I have a feeling like I've probably got a pile of stuff that's come up as well. Let's go in here. Okay, so I'm not going to bother processing any more of my iridium. Let's do this. Let's pop out here and see. Do I have a bunch of... No. Okay, that's fine. Everything's still doing nicely out there. My diamonds are up. That's going to be a problem. Let's go to the island and see how that's looking. Yeah, sure enough. It's harvest day. Okay. And I do need to go see Clint about some coal. So that'll be our other big thing that we'll get done. 7:20 a.m. Okay, so I hope I can figure out how to make this work today. I want to get this. I want to get everything done. I don't think I'm going to change any kegs today if they are up. I'll just wait on that then. But what I am going to do is have some crab cakes. Put a little bit of zip in our step here. There we go. Now what I did recently while I wasn't feeling great, I read my sister, who is an avid reader of graphic novels, lent me a big stack and read through a whole pile of stuff. That was enjoyable. Read through I think what did I read? It was a variety. It was a whole pile, a lot of stuff from Drawn and Quarterly. And then Red Ducks, whatever his name, Kate Beaton, is that her name? Kind of memoir of the oil patch, which was interesting. It was good. It was very Canadiana. It's a very familiar Canadian tale from that era. It's interesting. It is a very historical book because that's of a certain time for sure. I know I didn't work in oil camps. I'd worked out at doing other stuff, but I was staying in logging camp. And the camp experience is a very odd, unique one. It is a quasi-prison. It's a very weird space. I don't know, it was odd. It was an interesting experience, but I would not want to do it as a thing I had to do for years of my life. I can't fathom that. Interesting book. It's a very specific story told from a very specific angle, and it doesn't paint the idea of staying in a natural resource extraction camp as a very nice thing. I think I had a hard time with it in some ways, because at its core, there's a very important story about the kind of it's a very patriarchal kind of environment. It's not a great environment at all. I remember at that time period, it was my experience of staying in similar kinds of accommodations. It's very creepy. It doesn't bring out the best in men. And it was an uncomfortable place to stay. But as a man, even then, I was aware of that. It was like, this is gross in many ways. I'm not good. It's not a pleasant place. It wasn't great towards women. Although, there are camps that had lots of women because there was, women... were exceptionally good at certain machines. That was the perception, as that there's some machinery that women excelled at because they're there was the belief that their hand-eye coordinated were more attention detail than hand-eye coordination for some of the machines, and so some of the companies preferred women operators. That was what I had explained to me. So there was some camps I'd stayed at. One in particular where it was in fact mostly women that stayed at the camp, which was an interesting one. But that was again a very different kind of environment in some ways. But in general, very masculine environment, very unpleasant. So yeah, anyway, her story resonated, and I remember it made me think back to that era, thinking, yeah, this is nothing good. The necessity, I think, the takeaway I got was the overarching drive to get out of debt, which is what propelled her, I think, through that experience. Was it the economic circumstances of the East Coast in Canada, which are dependent on, for those not here, they historically dependent on fisheries, and that didn't go well, and then people had to leave to go wherever the work was. So there's a lot of migratory or transitory work, I guess, within the country. And then people going back and forth. And so this kind of fractured sense of place and home, and disruptive to families and all of that. So she's reflecting on that a lot, and her personal experiences. But the desire to be out of debt and to get out of that superseded anything else, I think. And so just sticking around and not, I think there was an opportunity to take another job, but it doesn't pay as well. And it wasn't getting her out where she wanted to be, which was debt free. So I think that it's ultimately a story about debt. That's the feeling I had at the end of it, is this idea of like wanting to be creative, but also not be suffering a pile of debt. Anyway, I'm not articulating it very well, but I had mixed feelings about it as a book. I don't know. I respected her story and the way she told it. I think it missed a lot of stuff. I think one of the things that both my wife and I read it, and the takeaway is, I think the author's background is in anthropology, and yet there really was nothing in it about the First Peoples, indigenous groups in that area, which is somebody who also studied anthropology at that time, you definitely would have been thinking about, and it was tacked on at the end of the book as a kind of afterthought. But I found that weird that wasn't a thing that I either didn't fit into the narrative of what the story was trying to be about in the graphic novel, or it wasn't a thing that they thought about while they were there, which I would find would have been really weird. So at any rate, I get that a story can't be everything. It has to be limited to what you're trying to tell a narrative thread, and if you try to jam too many things into that, it might not work. But that's beyond the kind of exploitation of the environment, the exploitation of women, there's also the exploitation of the land that isn't even yours in many ways. So it dealt with as a bit of an afterthought, and it was kind of written in more as and this is a thing I didn't realize. And it's like, I don't know how you'd work up there and not realize that. So anyway, I felt kind of insincere. I don't know. Again, it's hard to be too critical about it. I haven't thought about it maybe enough, but that left me with an odd feeling. And I don't know that, I think the book did very well, and it received a lot of critical applause or praise here, but I don't know what the critical, I didn't pay any attention to what the critical debate about it was. But it didn't leave me with it seemed like a slightly privileged perspective, maybe that's the way of putting it. Considering what those companies have done to the environment and all the peoples around it, it's pretty horrifying. So anyway, read that. So if anyone's read Dogs or was thinking of reading Dogs, it's interesting, but there's a lot to think about for sure. It's a curious book. I bring it up in length because it had done so very well, and it's one that a lot of people have probably picked up. Read a couple by, I don't even know how you pronounce the author's name. The author makes fun of the idea of their name. Adrian Tomine. I am not even certain. That they were okay. Not a huge fan. Not bad, just, you know, kind of. It's interesting. At different points in your life, you're interested in different kinds of books. And I think with graphic novels, it's the same thing. Graphic novels are amazing because they can tell us so many interesting stories that are difficult to tell in other formats. But also sometimes they can be like a little navel-gazy, if that's the right word. Is that their power to tell very personal stories. Oh, these plants I dealt with later, didn't I? Okay. Let's go home. Let's go buy coal, and then we'll come back and deal with more stuff. So at any rate, yeah, the ability of, you know, graphic novels to tell personal stories sometimes get a little bit too, not too personal, but they're too, I don't know, they just, they're, maybe depends on the age of the author, depends on the experiences of the author. Sometimes they have more of a story to tell. Sometimes the stories are a little less interesting. So sometimes they're more about society. Sometimes they're more about, you know, whatever. As 2,000, I'm just going to get like 3,000 and then maybe we'll call it a day. That should be enough. But at any rate, yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know. I like graphic novels, but yeah, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not left with the best feeling. I sometimes am like, they didn't satisfy me. But then when I was younger, I might have enjoyed it more. Okay, so I'm gonna need more stone. So 40 stone per. If I'm going to make, say, 200, I'm going to need 8,000 stone? Is that what it is? 8,000 stone is really? That seems like a lot. But 40 stone per is a lot. This might be why I have as few as I do. Okay, let's do this. What were some of the other ones I was reading? A bit of a blur, really. There's one by the lady that did worked or helped develop. I'm not even entirely sure what her role is. The BoJack Horseman. I'm terrible because I haven't read any of the other ones, so the name doesn't stick. I want to say Lisa, but I might be wrong. That's a wild ride. That was something else. I'm gonna just say that. I sometimes laughed out loud, sometimes just was like horrified. Sometimes it's a great combination of things. I respect that idea that somebody is so capable to just kind of crack their head open on the page and like say, here's my id. Here's the weird stuff rattling around my noggin, and enjoy, and then just leaves you with that. So I thought that was impressive. That ability for somebody to be that narratively honest is, I think, a kind of rare thing in many ways. And anyway, quite enjoyed that. Oh, there's another one. It was a Korean one about Mama's Kitchen. Oh my gosh. I'm terrible. I wasn't thinking I was going to talk about these things, or I would have checked. It's about aging parents and dealing with being a graphic novelist and, you know, having family getting old and having issues. Okay, so I got an extra 1,000. Hopefully that'll do it. And we'll see if I have enough wood. If not, I've got time to buy it. At any rate, that was an interesting story. Nicely told. Kind of brutal, you know, alcoholic father and mother with failing health and not understanding why your parents didn't take better care of themselves. But then seeing that, okay, so I made 82. Let's say I want to make another Man, don't make me do the math. So it's 50 wood per. Let's say I want to make 200. I need so much wood. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need like, I don't know, like 10,000 wood? Is that where I'm at? Oh, I don't even have enough space for this. Robin, listen. Here's the thing. Yeah, I don't have quite that many to make still. But like, seriously. Okay, I'm just gonna take what I can, I guess. I'll sell off a couple things here. But at any rate, it was, read a wide variety of graphic novels, which was, it was nice. It was, fun to fill my head with some, kind of narratives that I normally wouldn't, you know, I don't read a ton of. So it was cool. And I've been working my way through, Mark Cousins' documentary series, Women Make Film Still. It's like 14 parts, and it's like the history of film from women directors, which is absolutely lovely. It's a really phenomenal series. So yeah, I've enjoyed that tremendously. There we go. But a lot of different narrators, a lot of different... Anyway, yeah, the overall thing, you know, the idea behind it is that you could... It's like a film school, but using just women's directors' works. And it's some of my favorite directors are you know, represented, which is lovely to see their work talked about. And then I could say like Joanna, was it Hogg, however you say her name, the British, I think she's a British director, or Vera Kidlova, the director of Daisies 2, 4, 6, 8, which is probably one of my all-time favorite movies. I'm just going to sell this thing. I don't really need it. Also sell these couple of beans. Okay, oop. Now let's go. I'm just going to buy a whole pile. I don't, like, again, I don't care. We have so much money. Once I sell another batch of stuff, we'll have more money anyway. Any rate, it's great to see these films hailed for, you know, being innovative and doing interesting things, and yeah, it's really lovely to see that. It's a good series, and different narrators every single time. Everybody from Jane Fonda, Tandy Newton. Oh, I was trying to think of who else. Yeah, there's some wonderful other directors. Tilda Swinton does a bunch. Think of who the predominant ones were. Anyway, there's a lot of different directors, a lot of different. Oh wow, okay. So a highly recommended series if it's if one has not watched it, it's well worth watching. How are we doing? What am I going to run out of first here? Okay. Okay, I think the stone. So, I don't know about that. Let's go up here. So it's 2 p.m. Let's go lay this out. I mean, I could go and just, you know, deal with my kegs and stuff, but I think I actually want to deal with this. Also, I'm kind of curious how much... My current funds are still 109 million. So we barely made a dent. That blows me away, that you can do that much. Oh, see, I was going to just leave this. That's what I was going to do. Oops. Okay, and then my through line, I guess, could be through here, maybe? We'll do this. We'll do this as our through line. I think. That's not where I want that. Oh yeah, okay, that works out well. Okay, oh, that does not work out well. Huh. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to carve out a space around that. I think. Something like that? Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure. I don't know what how far over I want to go. How far over I could go, really. Yeah, it was weird. I watched a bunch of garbage and watched some good stuff, like Women Make Film. Yeah, some stuff it's very fulfilling. Sometimes it's you're like, nah, definitely couldn't have watched. I didn't need to take that in. Life would have been fine without it. Right, yeah, that'll be good. Now, why did I just run out of... I think I just ran out of space is all, right? Yeah, that's all. There we go. We've got still a lot I could do here. Okay, so at the very minimum, I'm gonna come and we'll fill for Pete's sakes. Okay, and then we'll put these here. And then... oh, right. Oh my gosh. Don't let me do any work here. Okay, that seems plausible. And then, right, I was going to come through here. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. We'll come this way. Yeah, I feel like I'm probably going to be... I could still do more, but I think I'll be content with this. I don't really need to do more than this. There's always more. Then part of me will be like, I don't need to, but... and then I'll end up making another 1,000. I'm kind of surprised I just never did this previously. Again, I do think it's just the sheer volume of resources required is like a little bit batty. It's quite ridiculous. 70 more. Yeah, I might be able to make a nice dent here. We'll come this way. 55. Oh yeah, this is going to look pretty sharp. This is like your entry into this area. Welcome to Excessive Town. Do you feel like you have too many kegs? 24. And then you gotta have them right all around your bus stop. Oh, this is great. This is a really good amount. Let's get 6 more. What do we want to do with these 6? See, what I could do is go here. And I could come and take this one out. No, I don't like it on the sidewalk. It doesn't look... it's not classy. There we go. Okay, and then I could probably still put one here, right? Boop. There's no reason to not. Okay, and then... oh, oops. Yeah, that shouldn't be there, because I want to leave that. And I'll leave that. And can I put one here? I can. So there's that. I'm not going to bother with that, because I'll have problems filling that. Okay, so that lets me get around there. That worked out alright. I'm pleased with that. And then I've left the sacred space empty here. I only have one left, so I mean, really, do I want to, kind of make that look terrible? Not really. I think I'm just going to tuck that one in my chest, and we'll see. Maybe do something else with it. Alright, so let's load these up. See which ones I haven't touched yet. Yeah, this is great. I'm glad we got this done. Another one of these silly things to do, but why not? I love, though, when you have too much money, how quick it is to just do these ridiculous things. Like in one day you're like, I think we're going to, like, it's just it's kind of like real life. If you had to, we're going to take a helicopter and we're going to go and do, you know, whatever. Let's go look at clams and whatever, and you just go and do it. It's a bit excessive. This is the yeah, it's we're living the Succession lifestyle in Stardew Valley here. No, we are not. That would not be good. Definitely there we go. We can sit with all of our kegs as we go to sleep on a park bench. That seems like a thing we would do for sure. Just have a little nap. Just a little bit tuckered out. Oh, I only have 3 left, really? Wow. Okay. Oh, no, 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 I didn't want to... Oh, for Pete's sakes, I was going to put... Oh, whatever. Alright, we'll just take some more wood here. Oh, I forgot I had a chest out here already. What do I even have in it? Cowboy hats. That checks. That's where you put your cowboy hats for sure. Okay. Now the question would be, oh yeah, I do need to put some flooring out here. Absolutely. I need some of that nice flooring that we had. I could go farther. I just don't see the purpose, I don't think. I think it would be a little bit much. I do like this though. It's kind of silly. Oop. So I got 150 of that fruit. I'm definitely going to need to put some more stuff out here. Yeah, okay, I don't really have any time, do I? And I don't have much to sell, so I think we'll just stop there and go to bed. Cool. Well, that was a good day. Next time we got to get out and fill some kegs. Alright, we'll see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.